Hey guys, it's Otti again. I'm sitting here outside the Matrix, or Rockpalast, it's both the same venue. And besides me is Rodney from the band the Cassandra Complex. Hi, first of all.
Hello.
Hi. You're playing here tonight at the Rockpalast?
Yes, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
I think so, yeah. You're on tour now. Mm-hmm. I think the whole year was somehow planned like a tour year.
We toured a lot. We started in March. And we've done Holland, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, UK, USA, Mexico, Costa Rica, Chile, Brazil. Now we're back in Germany again, and then next week we're in Denmark.
Yeah. And I think our last talk was just before your tour kicked off. Mm-hmm. It was an online talk via Zoom.
Right.
And at the beginning of the tour, you had some health issues. So this was really
yeah. I caught a really nasty bug on the second concert. We played a warm-up concert in England, and somebody coughed at me or gave me something, and I caught this horrible infection and got really, really, really super sick. Lost my voice. Had to go to hospital. It was horrible, but. Yeah, so we had to cancel like Dark Skies Over Bitten this year, but we're going to do it next year now. So, and we had to cancel Berlin and Copenhagen, so we're doing them next week. So we're catching up on all the things we missed.
And we're already looking forward to Dark Skies because we have missed you there. Many people miss you, I can tell.
We'll do a really good show next time, I hope. I mean, we're really planning something special.
You have to.
I think so.
Yeah, it will be.
No, that's a great festival, and I was so upset that we couldn't play. It was horrible, but I had to go to hospital, so shit happens.
But after this, what have been the highlights of the tour? What have been the really cool moments you will take in your heart with you?
I mean, we've played festivals for the last few years. We haven't really done any club dates for many years. Mm-hmm. And this year is our 40th anniversary, and we said, okay, this time, we had so many people kept saying, can you play in our town? And we said, okay, this year we'll just play everywhere. Every concert hall, no matter how big or how small, we'll just play. And so that's what we've done. We've just played everywhere. I don't like to talk about too many highlights because every single show's been amazing. It's been really great, and the people coming to the concerts have been fantastic. I think everybody's been really, really happy and really excited by the shows, which is great. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. I think the biggest highlight though was probably we did Brazil last month. Oh. And that was amazing. And I mean, Latin America, the people there are so great. And all the shows in Latin America were fantastic and packed. But Brazil was really packed. The whole venue was sold out. And the place, everyone was singing along to every song. And it was just a really, really amazing show. So that was Brazil they were really good. But yeah, I mean, but all the shows have been really good, so I'm really happy. So hopefully that will continue the next weeks.
Yeah, some dates are coming now. So.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we just started announcing dates for 2025. So.
Yeah. So about this we will talk at the end. What's coming, and in between we'll talk a little bit about what's happening now, 40th anniversary so far. And last talk we talked about your re-release or recording even of the Death and Sex album, Sex and Death.
Yeah.
And I've seen you also did the Plague, for example, did a re-recording, but this is only 2 years old.
No, we didn't re-record the Plague, we just remixed it. Remastered, well, mainly just remastered a little bit, because I wasn't 100% happy with the original release. So when I was doing Death and Sex, I took the opportunity, and we were releasing it on CD for the first time. It only came out on streaming before. So we did the CD of the Plague to come out at the same time as Death and Sex. So when I was working on Death and Sex, I went back to the songs in the Plague and tweaked them a little bit, because we've been playing them live. Because when we recorded the Plague, it was done in COVID time, so we couldn't really, and we never even met when we recorded the Plague. Because I was living in London then, Andy was living in Manchester, and Volker and Axel were in Hamburg, and it was during lockdown, so we never met when we recorded the record. We did everything over Zoom. but then we had chance to play it afterwards, so that meant I was thinking about, oh, that could be a little bit better here, and that could be, so on the CD it's slightly different than the original streaming version, and then we re-released it on streaming as the CX40 version. So
and probably also the good thing is the support by Cop International, by your new label.
Yeah, Cop International, they're a really good label. I mean, we haven't been signed to any label for about 20 years. We did everything ourselves. And The Plague we did ourselves completely, for example. But the problem, and we like doing things ourselves. We've always been very independent, like really independent. We manage ourselves, and we do a lot of things ourselves. And we have our own studio, we do our own production, everything. But the problem is it was just too much work to do, because we had to go on tour as well. So I've known Christian, who runs Cop International, for a long time, and we always wanted to work together. So I talked to Christian, I said, hey, how do you fancy doing a Cassandra Complex record? And he was like, yes! He's wanted to have us for a long time, so it was a really easy decision to make. And Cop International, it's a great label. They produce amazing bands. I mean, Showbloom, who are supporting us tonight, their new album is fantastic. Yeah, totally. And so, yeah, it's a great label, great bands, really great attitude. Support Cop International.
I try to.
Yeah. All right.
Because of the cool bands.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think it's still your newest studio record, so maybe you can talk a little bit about the album, about the background. So what have been the things? The Plague probably comes from Corona, from COVID? Is it like this? Or?
Well, that's why it's called The Plague, because we recorded during COVID. Some of the songs we had already written before COVID, like some of the songs were a couple of years older than that, and we played live a couple of times, but we were still like figuring them out. But during COVID, there was nothing else to do. I was very lucky. I had just moved into a new house, and I had a big shed in my garden, and I turned it into a studio. And I just finished making a studio in there when COVID hit. So every day I could just walk down the garden and start recording, and there was nothing else to do. So that was a really great thing. And so we worked, like I said, over the internet and sending each other stuff, because nobody could go anywhere, and it was really good. We had a lot of time to really get in, and I love that record. I think it's a brilliant record. I'm so proud of The Plague. Every song on it is fantastic, and you can really tell that we spent a lot of time and energy on it. So I'm really happy with that record.
Yeah, totally. I listened to it in the preparation several times, because this is the newest one, and I have to ask, is Elvis still alive?
Well, you can call the number. I mean, the Hotline to Elvis song, that number where the chorus goes 1-900-909 ELVIS, that's a real phone number. It really is a real thing, the Hotline to Elvis. So when we play, it's from a TV advert. So the first time I ever went to America, I was jet lagged one night, and I turned the TV on at like 3 a.m. and I saw this advert on the TV that said, "Is Elvis alive? Call 1-900-909 Elvis." And I'm like, this is perfect. So I have to make them into a song. So that's how we made the song. And so when we play live, we have the original video for the original advert on the screen, so you can actually see it come up as we sing the song. So it's a real number.
Yeah, and I think this tells more about the US at the moment than any other.
Absolutely, yes. Because it's all about it's Elvis Presley, it's conspiracy theories, it's capitalism. Like cola, it's technology. It's all these things muddled together. It's perfectly encapsulates modern America.
Yeah. Yeah, this is difficult because you're still now living at London. You said.
No, I live in America now. I live in Trumpistan.
Yeah, I think so.
So I actually live in Los Angeles at the moment. So I travel all the time.
And I know you are a political person, so I have to ask: how do you feel at the moment? With all those things
horrified, absolutely horrified. I have to say. I mean, I thought Trump was probably going to win because there's a lot of really stupid, really racist, really sexist people in America, and so having a woman who's half black, half Asian go up against Trump was always going to be a very, very difficult thing. Very difficult. And America is an amazingly racist country. It's incredibly racist. So I'm not too surprised, but I am very disappointed, and it's horrible, and it's already horrible, and it's going to be very, 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 very bad indeed. So we'll see.
So I don't want to ask you if you want to come to Europe again, but is there to flee from that? But is it somehow that this affects you as an artist as well? For example, where you play, where you travel?
Yeah, it probably will. So it probably will, because
they close down, for example.
They're going to make it more and more difficult for everything. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't really want to quit. I mean, it's so depressing, but it's going to be very bad for the music scene in general. Of course, obviously, it's going to be it's already very difficult for independent bands to play in America. Very difficult, very, very expensive, and they're going to probably make it even more difficult. And if you don't have white skin, forget it. That country, as I said, it's already racist. They're going to make it completely institutionally racist. There's no question about that.
But as someone, I've never been to the US because I had no money for this, but another thing. No, but is it like this? For example, East Coast and West Coast is a little bit easier for artists or something?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Los Angeles is very friendly. I mean, Los Angeles is a city that's built around the film industry, the music industry. One of the reasons I like living there is when I say to someone I'm a music producer, they're like, wow, that's great. Whereas over here, it'd be like, don't you have a real job? So, but in LA, that's a respected job. So that's quite nice. But, and California, the big cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, they tend to be very progressive and very left-wing by American standards, which is sort of like the CDU. American left wing is European centre right. But yeah, so it's a lot more tolerant where we are. But yeah,
and the Trumpists say those left wing are like communists and stuff. And
as far as they're concerned, Social Security is communist, healthcare is communist. If you're not paying at least $1,000 to see the doctor, you're a communist. It's crazy. It's utterly crazy.
Yeah, totally. And we could talk about, for example, weapons and stuff, but I don't think we should do here now, because I think you are totally against it.
Against what?
Weapons.
Weapons?
With private people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I live not far from a gun range, and I've been to the gun range and shot weapons. I enjoy shooting weapons. I just don't want other people to shoot them at me. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a gun, but I do think there's a lot of things wrong with a lot of fucking idiots having guns. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely against most people owning guns. But if that means I have to stop owning a gun, fine. I'll happily can live my life without ever owning a gun, as long as no one's shooting at me. I'm from Northern Ireland. I grew up with people shooting at me.
Okay. Yeah. So this I didn't know. You've been growing up in Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
So I grew up in the middle of a war.
Yeah, no, what do you mean? I've done some therapy interview last week. I met Andy again.
Yeah, right.
It's also, there's several stories, so you know what is terror and what is fighting for stupid things like religion.
Yeah, sure, absolutely, it's crazy. So I grew up in the middle of that. So.
Yeah. So, but this brings me to another thing, because last time we talked about role-playing games. And in a role-playing game, for example, you can shoot without hurting someone.
Absolutely.
A lot more fun having pretending and stuff.
And video games. I love shooting in video games.
So
I say that the bullets don't hurt.
This is like a movie normally.
Yeah, sure.
You can see. Yeah. And I have to ask, I've written this down. What has been your coolest role-playing character ever?
My coolest role-playing character?
Yeah.
Oh, that's difficult, because actually, when I play role-playing games, normally I'm the game master. So I have 100 go I'm playing all the NPCs. So a lot of the time I'm working as a game master. The last game I played as a player, I was playing in an industrial D&D game with a bunch of other guys with Steve Saunders from Skull Cultist in America, and a couple other guys. And in that game, I played a one-armed halfling rogue thief called Mostly Armless, who was a Cockney. He spoke like that. Yeah. That was a fantastic character, really funny, really crazy.
And is he still alive, or did he die in some adventure?
Oh, he's still alive. Nothing will kill him.
You sometimes don't know. You have game masters who kill all the characters, and you have those who say, "Okay, we have to."
Steve Saunders is a great game master. It was a really good game. Yeah. So.
And do you find time sometimes to play at the moment, or
not enough?
Not
I mean, occasionally I get time to play video games late in the evening when I play multiplayer video games with my friends.
For example, which one?
At the moment, I'm playing a lot of New World Eternum, which is a really excellent MMO. That's really good. Play a lot of that. Earlier in the year, I was playing Destiny 2 with my friends. We have a guild. We have a guild that's full of like industrial DJs and musicians and stuff. So and we all play together. It's really fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't find time to play for many years now, but I want to do some D&D and stuff. So.
Yeah, the tabletop games. Yeah, I need to. I think over Christmas I have a little bit of time, so I may run some tabletop games as well. There's a really good one called Symbaroum. It's a great dark gothic fantasy role-playing game. It's really excellent. So.
And I forgot my Car Wars box. I wanted to bring it.
Your what box?
Car Wars.
Car Wars box. Yes.
You have one of the authors who talked about this.
Yeah, I wrote some of the stuff for Car Wars. Yeah.
And I still have my box on the shelf. I never played it.
Great game. Really good game. I was obsessed with it when I was a kid.
So maybe you can tell the people outside what's Car Wars all about.
Car Wars? Well, it's a game where you get into cars and you have wars. I mean, it's not that complicated. It's set like 50 years in the future in America, when America's like Mad Max kind of thing. So you have cars with lots of guns and flamethrowers and stuff, and you drive around and you shoot each other. It's not a complicated background, but it's really a lot of fun.
I think a little bit like BattleTech in other ways. Is it like this? Or?
BattleTech, yeah, similar to BattleTech, except cars instead of robots. Cool. I play a lot of MechWarrior online as well. So I played a lot of BattleTech in the past. Yes.
Yeah, but BattleTech brought me into all these things back then when I was really young.
BattleTech's an excellent game.
Yeah. I think
who doesn't like big stumpy robots? Have you played the MechWarrior video games? The new one, MechWarrior 5.
The newest now.
Excellent.
I played the first 2 or 3 and.
Yeah, the new one, MechWarrior 5, is fantastic. It's really good.
Probably perfect graphics. I will do. I want to do some game testing as well at the channel. So this is not a problem to talk about other things. They are also already on the channel. We can talk about that. I love it. But let's come back to your music and this stuff. So we can talk a little bit about the future. You mentioned tour plans for next year are coming. Dark Skies is announced for sure. What else is already announced? What will come? What can you announce?
Today we just announced a show in Belgium in I think March 16th. I think it is at Head Depot. It's new. It's an 80s, like a big 80s party kind of thing. And we're playing there. That should be really fun, I think. And that's in Leuven in Belgium. And then I think we've also announced Hanover Lux. And that's, I think, in the 3rd week of March. We played there a year ago, or near a year ago now, and that was a really great venue, really great audience. So yeah, so we're definitely doing Leuven, Hanover, and Dark Skies. That's all we've announced so far. There will be more coming in the next weeks, I hope. So we'll see.
And when you plan these things, and you plan it, do you already have in mind how to set up the set list, or is it always somehow
we change the set list every single night.
That's what I asked.
Yeah, and like so, even if you come and like if you saw us 6 months ago, the songs we played then are not the songs we're playing now. We're played like at least 4 or 5 different songs that we didn't play then. In fact, we're playing a song tonight that we've never played in Germany before.
Okay, which one? We can ask
well, we did a remix recently there's a Finnish artist called Susie Sabotage. She's really great, and she did a song called Nazi Goths Fuck Off, which is a great title and a great song. And she asked us to remix it, so we did a remix of the song for her, and we really loved how we really enjoyed doing the remix. So we were playing some concerts the next week, and Paul and I were talking about it, and like, it's a pity we don't have Susie here to sing the song. And I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it, cover it. So we took our remix and then put my vocals on it, and then we do the song as a cover as well, which is, and Susie is really happy about that. So yeah, so we're going to be playing that tonight. Nazi goths, fuck off.
And there are some bad things.
Yeah, we started playing it during the American tour because it was before the election, and there are a lot of Nazi goths in America, unfortunately. So maybe we wanted to make it really obvious how we thought about it.
Maybe we have to talk about this because I have this problem on my channel as well, talking with musicians about politics and stuff, and then you have comments from people from the scene that are saying, stop the politics, stop being this, or all of those are like right-winged.
Yeah. Okay, so I frequently said, people tell me that they're not into politics. Yes, you are. Everybody is into politics. Everybody is political. Everything you do is political. If you say you're not political, what you mean is you're okay with things the way they are. That you're happy to let things go on the way they are. That if you're happy, if someone's being oppressed, you're happy to let those people be oppressed. That's political. You can't not be political. Being non-political is a really political act, because you're saying, yeah, I don't care, people can be oppressed all they want, I won't do anything about it. So, so fuck that shit.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And I think in the goth scene it's somewhat stupid to be like Nazi, like right-wing, because...
Yeah, because we'll be the first people up against the wall. We'll be the first people in the camps.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You think they're going to like you? You think that they're going to be your friends when you listen to the music we do, when you dress the way we do? Yeah. Of course not. They're not going to be your friends. They're just going to put you in the camp along with everybody else.
Yeah, totally. That's why we should have talked about, because some people will, hey, don't talk about this. Shut up. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you think that what those guys do and what those guys want to do is not going to affect me and my family, well, you're fucking wrong. It is going to affect me and my family. That's really important. It wasn't that Donald Trump, for example, already said that when he comes into power, which is in 6 weeks' time or whatever, that he's going to invoke the Insurrection Act of 1798. The Alien Act of 1798, which would give him the power to put anybody he likes in a concentration camp, and he has said he will do it. So that he said he wants to use that act to build concentration camps. That's what's going to happen. And if you don't think that's important or that affects you, then fuck off.
Yeah.
I got no sympathy for anyone who thinks that way.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on.
Yeah, and now we come to the positive future, because shows are coming. And I have to ask, is already some new music coming? Are you writing stuff?
I hate talking about stuff that I haven't released. But there will be records next year. Okay. At least one album, maybe two, maybe even three. We have a lot of material ready.
This is a cool info for the people outside, so people can look forward to 2025. Not everything will be bad.
There will. I hope not. There will be at least one new Cassandra Complex album, probably two.
And we can talk about this maybe at Dark Skies Over Witten, or about other things.
You'll be hearing all the stuff at Dark Skies Over Witten as well. We'll have all the new things prepared for that, or we will have. There's stuff. There's going to be stuff. There's going to be stuff, and new videos and everything else, because we do everything as one big package now.
So for this time we'll come to an end now, and we meet again at Dark Skies and talk. It's always a pleasure. Do you have some free greetings to the people outside at last?
Thank you for watching this ridiculous video. Thank you for coming to our shows, and we love you a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you for a nice talk, and I say bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye.